Parliament. So before entering that lesson, we just going to recall what are the things we studied in the past two lessons. Okay, same SQL, we complete two lessons. Okay, so the first lesson is the Indian Constitution and second lesson is understanding the secularism. Okay, so we supposed to recall that time only you can able to understand this lesson. The what lesson we are going to be next we are going to discuss. For that you we have to recall these things that is easy for you for understanding, right? So the first lesson Indian Constitution. So Indian Constitution, you know very well after we are getting independent from the British, our people, our Indian people, the ruling people, they are making one committee under the head of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So they frame the constitution like how they frame the constitution, how many members they involved making of constitution, how many years, how many days they are taking making constitution, that and all we discuss in a very elaborate manner in that first lesson itself, right? We just going to recall that things alone, that things, right? And then we discuss about key features of Indian Constitution. Okay, so in Indian Constitution we have five main key features. One is federalism. Okay, so federalism means more than one level of government. Okay, federalism means more than one level of government. Okay, more than one level of government means in India we have three level of government. One is the central government, another is state government, and fourth one is local bodies. Okay, like panchayat, municipality, municipal corporations. Okay, so that alone called as federalism. And then the second topic, what is the second features of Indian Constitution is a parliamentary form of government. Okay, so in India after getting independent, when the constitution comes implement, so the time of first election conducting time, it's allowed all the citizens to poll vote. Okay, that is universal adult franchise, that too we discussed in last year itself. Okay, so in India we have legislatory form of government that going to discuss this lesson, that why do we need parliament, we are going to discuss elaborate manner, right? That's why I mentioned here. So the third feature is separation of power. So in India all the power is not hand over to any person, right? So the power is separated for different bodies. One is executives, legislature and judiciary. Like that the power is separated. That to be discussed upcoming lessons, right? And then rights, fundamental rights. So in Indian Constitution gives 6 fundamental rights to its people. Okay, so all the peoples, there is no discrimination. So there is no all the people have the rights of main rights. Okay, 6 rights they listed. Okay, rights to education, rights to freedom, rights to follow any religion, like that we discussed 6 fundamental rights. Okay, another is secularism. Okay, secularism means government should not recognize, our government not recognize a particular religion as our country religion, right? So our country people have the rights to follow any religion. That only we discussed in the time of second lesson. When we discuss the second lesson, understanding secularism, in that lesson we discuss a very elaborate manner what is secularism, what are the key elements used in under the secularism, that to be discussed in second lesson. Okay, so today the third lesson, why do we need a parliament? In that lesson we are going to be discuss about why the people asked to elect the members of ruling. Okay, and then what do you mean by parliament and difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and some important functions of parliament, everything we are going to be discussed under this topic. Okay, so up to 1947, right? Up to 1947 our India was ruled by British, right? British government, like that is present day England was ruled India up to 1957. Okay, that we are discussing history. Okay, how they started to rule, what reason they comes to India, that and all we discuss in a history part. Okay, so in the year of 1947, August Okay, so up to that, India was ruled by British. So during the time of British rule, our Indian people not treated equally. Okay, so our Indian people in all the sectors, okay, in all the fields, they are treated some discriminated. Okay, they are not treated in equal manners. Even our people, our country people, the Indian people also very fear with the British. Okay, they are very fear with the British government. So what are the things they implement that are not very difficult to follow of our people. Okay, some things are not very crucial. They when the time of collecting tax or some laws when they implement that are not very crucial to among our people. Okay, so the people have lived in the fear of British government. Okay, so that time was very difficult for living people in our country, and then they are not ready to, the people, Indian people not ready to agree many decisions which was taken by the British government. Okay, so why they are not ready to accept means that decision, that they maybe that law is against for their rights, okay, against for their life. That's why our Indian people not ready to accept any laws or any decision which was taken by British. Okay, so slowly, okay, around after 1857 you will study in your history 1857 revolt and all. Okay, so after 1857, sorry, after 1857, India was directly started to rule by British. Before that, the East Indian Company people only they are maintaining, they are ruling our country. Okay, so that and all we will discuss in history part. Okay, so in the year of after 1857, many Indian people they started to study. Okay, many Indian people the rich people they are going to abroad, they started to study. Many people they complete their law. Okay, so around the year of 1885, no, not 1885, around the time of 1880s, Indian National Congress was formed. Okay, that too we will discuss in history. Okay, so what do you mean by Indian National? Why they formed means before that many people they started to fight against British. So who are started to fight against British for getting freedom? That people were called as nationalists. Okay, that people were called as nationalists. So nationalist means those are people started to fight against the British rule. That people were called as nationalists. So what they did means they directly opposed the government. Okay, they openly, they directly face to face they opposed the British government. They started to criticize through magazines, through even they had a separate radio station, and all those days there is no TV like today's, there is no social media. So in those days, which was very famous means newspapers and radios alone. So through newspapers, through writing article or radio message, many Indian nationalist people they started to criticize the British rule. Okay, so particularly in the year of 1885, okay, in the year of 1885, Indian National Congress, INC means Indian National Congress. Okay, Indian National Congress alone called as INC. So Indian National Congress demanded, okay, so they demand to British government, we need elected member in a legislature. Okay, in those days also they conduct election. See, up to 1947, British government also conduct election in India, but who are allowed to vote means in India, particularly Jamindars they are allowed to vote, and then British people who are settled in India, the British people are allowed to vote. Okay, so remaining people not allowed to vote. So that alone they asked, the Indian National Congress asked to allow participate in election. Even Indian people not allowed to participate in election before 1885. Okay, so they asked the elected member in legislature for discussing to rights to discuss about budget and ask question how much you collecting tax. So how you implement the scheme, what are the developing activity taken by the government, like that to ask questions. So they need the elected member, like that they start the British government makes one law, Government of India. Okay, so 1909. See this year and all very important years. So you have to note down in your book side itself or in CW note wherever you have space. The important years you have to note down. Okay, so in the year of 1909, Government of India Act was passed by British government for some welfare of Indian people. But in that law also not satisfied all the nationalists. Okay, in that law also some difficulties, some points not acceptable for our people. Okay, so like that they started to demand for getting their rights. Okay, so after our India gets freedom. Okay, so in the year of 1947 India gets freedom. So when our India gets freedom, in that time itself, okay, when our constitution comes to implementation, in the year of 1950 January 26, I hope you all remember why they choose the date January 26, 1950. I said before itself. Okay, so 1950 January 26 our constitution comes to implement. So 1950 the general election commence. So in the time of general election commence, all the people, okay, all Indian citizens who are the age of 21. See, in that time they choose the age 21. Later only they change the age 21 into 18. Okay, so in beginning they fix the age 21. Okay, so those are complete the age of 21. They are allowed to vote irrespective of their religion, their caste, race and sex. Okay, so all the people allowed to vote. That alone we studied about universal adult franchise of in your grade 6 and grade 7 also, right? So after our constitution implements only, all the people they are allowed to vote. Okay, so in beginning, so how our people struggle means this is the time of British rule. Our Indian people face lot of problem. That's why see even very developed countries in those days, up to the time of 1950s, many countries like Germany or USA, even the British, that countries also not gave the rights to all the people to poll vote. But our country, when the first election we conduct after getting independent, that time itself our constitution gave the rights to people, all the people irrespective of their gender or religion or race, caste, everybody poll vote after the age of 21. Okay, this is very main feature of our Indian constitution, right? So we are going to move a parliamentary form of government of India, right? Well, our country is a federal republic. Okay, federal republic. So you know very well what do you mean by federalism. We discussed first lesson itself. More than one level of government. Okay, so in India we have three level of government. One is union government or central government. Okay, central government, right? Union government or central government. And our India is divided into many states and union territories. Okay, you know very well how many states and union territories we have means. So 28 states we have and 10 union territories at present. Okay, you just check whether I said correct or wrong. Suppose wrong means you just mail to me. Okay, so our India is numerous states we have. So that is each and every state is a separate name and it has a separate state, right? And then the state also divided into many units like village panchayat, municipality and municipal corporation. So this structure only, okay, this structure only called as federal republic. So each level we are electing the members. Okay, so those are want to become the participate in union government, that we only elect, and the same like state government and panchayat raj. These two we are only the elected the members who are the represent of people who wants to work in favor of people. Okay. So our okay, or central government or union government. Okay, so you know very well what is our capital, or what is the India's capital is New Delhi. You know very well that that is moved out. Okay, so New Delhi is the capital of India. So all main departments are started to function from New Delhi alone. Okay, so the legislative assembly, okay, legislative assembly of central government is called as parliament. Okay, so what do you mean by parliament means the legislative assembly of union government, okay, or central government. Legislative assembly of central government is called as parliament. So parliament, where is parliament located means New Delhi. Okay, in our capital city, there alone parliament building is located. Often in news and all you can see the outside structure of building of parliament. I hope you all are see before itself, right? So a parliament, for parliament is highest body, highest law making body of India. Okay, so apart from parliament, the state government, state secretariat, it has rights to making law, but it want to send approval to parliament. So parliament is the highest body of making law in our India. Okay, so in parliament we can divide the houses of parliament into two. So we have two houses in parliament. One is Lok Sabha. Okay, so one is Lok Sabha. So another is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so just come to Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha is the house of people. It's called as house of people. Why means the member of Lok Sabha, okay, who are the members of Lok Sabha, they are elected directly by people through election. Okay, so through election, the members of Lok Sabha, they are elected by people directly. Okay, so every 5 years once the Lok Sabha election will be conducted by the election commission. Okay, Indian election commission have the rights to commence election of Lok Sabha members. Okay, so every 5 years once, the duration of election time in India is 5 hours. So 5 years, 5 years once they elect the Lok Sabha members. Okay, so that's why this is called as house of people. So all the members in the Lok Sabha, they are elected directly by people. So second is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so Rajya Sabha, so the member of Rajya Sabha, they are indirectly selected. Okay, how means each and every state we have the government, right? That MLAs are working for people. So that MLAs among them, they are electing, they are select some people from their state to send this Rajya Sabha. Okay, so the Rajya Sabha members not elected directly by people, directly they are selected by Council of State. That's why the members are called as Council of State. But the Lok Sabha members were called as House of People. So those house, okay, for these two house members, they are called commonly as a MP. Okay, as a MP. So member of Parliament. Okay, member of Parliament. What is the expand form of MP means? Member of Parliament. So last year we discussed about MLA, right? What is the expand form of MLA? Last year we discussed. How many of you remember? I don't know. So member of Legislative Assembly. Legislative Assembly. That one we called as MLA. Okay, you should know the expand form. These are the fundamental things. Okay, suppose anybody asks what is the expand form of MP, MLA means, that time you should not blink. So you know very well. So MP means the member of Parliament. Who maybe he may be the member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So both house members were called as member of Parliament, right? Role of the Parliament. Okay, so what is now we are going to discuss what is the role of Parliament. We know very well our country is a democracy country, right? Our country is a democracy country. So democracy, you know by the people, making government is called as democracy, right? So when the time of 1947, when we get independent, that time itself in our parliament, the parliament expressed that one of the faith, what is that means? The people of India have the principle of democracy. So the people only the base of our democracy. So the parliament, the time of election time, people, the role of people is very important. So that only the parliament has a very big power, immense power. Why? Because it is the members, those are the member of parliament, they are the representative, okay, they are the representative of people. That's why our constitution gave immense rights to parliament, okay. So parliament only, before I said parliament is a very big law making body in India. Why the parliament has more power means because the members, those are the members of parliament, they are the direct representative of people. So people only base of democracy I said. So because of people, so people we elect the representative, so that representative wants to work for people, okay. So I said before itself, the member of parliament are called as MPs. So we have two houses, one is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So now we are going to discuss about functions of parliament, okay. So what are the functions we have in our parliament means, the parliament want to select the government. Last week we discussed about how the MLA select the CM and what is the role of minister and chief minister, that and all we discussed now. So like that, now we are going to we have some set of functions of parliament that we are going to be discussed one by one. So functions of parliament, okay. So first function is to select the national government, okay, to select the national government. So you know very well the way of conducting election. Last year itself we briefly explained. This small recap I said. So when the government is going to end its duration time, the election commission announced the election date, okay. So when the election commission announced the election date, from that within 60 days the election will want to be conducted, okay. So the election commission announced the date. So when the election commission announced the date, the various political party people, you know very well in India we have more number of political party, okay, like in Congress, BJP, TMK, Aam Aadmi, like that many political party we have in our country, right? So the political party people, they are going to be announce the candidate who are going to stand the election in the particular constituency. You know very well what do you mean by constituency? Area of a small part of area of the election conducting, okay. So constituency, so various people they stand in election the particular constituency, okay. So in India for parliament, for Lok Sabha we have 543 constituency, okay, 543 constituency at present. So overall 545, but at present 543 only. Suppose the population may increase, the number of constituency may increase, okay. So the people who wants to stand election, whether he want to be a particular political party, no. He may be belongs to a particular political party or any political party, otherwise he can stand independent, okay. So the election commission conduct the election, okay. So after election got over, okay, within one day we are not conducting election single day. So various phase they conduct election, first phase, second phase, third phase, like that. Various phases they conducting election. So all the phases over of the election, so all together they going to count the vote, okay. So from the year of 2004, okay, in the year of 2004, India we are using polling vote. Okay, that they are giving a small picture in your book that you have to refer. Okay, so after election got over, so that the counting will start. So after that all procedures over, the election commission hand over the list to president. Okay, so president is a high power person in India. Okay, so the list going to be given to president. Okay, so which party, political party, how many people won that election, so they are belongs to which political party, like that the list going to be given to a president. So which political party, okay, so which political party gets a maximum seats, won the maximum constituency, is called as ruling party. Okay, so suppose 543, a total number of constituency in our India 543. So out of 543, what is the exact of means 272. So which political party or their coalition, okay, their supporting party vote minimum 272 places, okay, 272 constituency, that political party may call by a president of ruling for rule the country. Okay, clear kanna? So which political party won the number of constitution 272 or more than 272, that political party will call by president for ruling. Okay, so which political party, some political party or some people, they may won the election but they are not the majority. Okay, so who get 272 or more than 272, they are called as majority party. Okay, majority party. So that majority party is only called as for ruling country. So those are get below 272 their supporters, they are called as opposition party. Okay, that too we discussed in last year itself for state level. Okay, so they are called as opposite party. So this ruling, that majority people only called by president for rule the country. So they are making the government. So among these 272 MP, among them we select one person as a prime minister. Okay, so maybe in his political party or their supporter party, they will select one person as a prime minister. So who were elected as a prime minister, that person want to select ministers. Okay, minister council. Okay, like finance minister, defense minister, home minister, railway minister, like that various department we have in our country. So the prime minister duty is to select from their party. Okay, from their majority parties, he want to select the ministers. Okay, so like that only the government, the national government will form. So after selecting these people, the president, he is going to give the rights to rule the country. So after formation of government, the government going to function of various ways, right? So since 1990s, there is no coordination government. Coordination government means not single party rule the country. Okay, so before 1990s, a single party only gets 272, above 272 seats. I said no before itself. The Lok Sabha total number of members means 545. Okay, 545. Okay, so when the bills means some like budget, no? Budget means the budget, when they submit the budget, that is called as budget bill. Okay, so when it submit the bills or making new laws in Lok Sabha, that bill and that laws wants to get approval in Rajya Sabha. Okay, already I said in Parliament we have two houses, one is Lok Sabha, another is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so whenever in Lok Sabha they are passing a bill, it wants to get approval from the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so why means the Rajya Sabha's main function, primarily function, what means it is the representative state of India. Okay, so so any bill want to pass, suppose a bill belongs to a particular state issue means, so that state members may be in that Rajya Sabha. So they have to, that bill want to get approval from all the people. Okay, so that's why that is the main purpose of Rajya Sabha. It wants to give, often it wants to give some ideas, some scrutiny for the state, for the central government. Suppose the central government going to pass some law is not favor of all the people means, the Rajya Sabha have the rights to reject that bill. Okay, it has the rights to point out what is wrong in that bill. Okay, so that is the main function. So how many members in Rajya Sabha means 245. Okay, 245. So in that 233 people, they were elected directly from the state government. Okay, directly by the state legislative assembly. Okay, so remaining 12 people, they are the they were nominated by the president. They are belongs to various fields like sports. You know very well, Sachin Tendulkar is a MP. Okay, so like that, that Amitabh Bachchan is a MP, actor is a MP. So they are belongs to various fields, and they want to give, they may give some suggestion to government which field they belongs to. So in that field they may give some suggestion. That's why the 12 members may nominated by president, right? So what is the total number of Rajya Sabha? 245. Out of 245, 233 members were elected directly by the state legislative members. Remaining 12 were nominated by the president. You should know the difference, the members difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha 545. The member total number of Lok Sabha is 545 and Rajya Sabha is 245. You should not confuse the difference numbers, right? So next function is to control, guide and inform the government. Okay, so before we discuss the time of functions of parliament, the formation of government, we discuss the next function is to control, guide and inform the government. Okay, so in India, our parliament session held every year 3 times. Okay, so the parliament session held in India every year 3 times. So one is budget session. Okay, one is budget session. So it is held at the time of February to May. Okay, so they will submit, the finance minister and railway ministers, they submit the budget of the current year. So and then they pass some bills. So regarding the budget and bills, the members they will discuss another session. Okay, and in second monsoon session. Okay, monsoon session means the time of July to August. Okay, July to August the monsoon session will have held. That time also the parliament will held. Okay, and third one is winter session. Okay, third one is winter session. That is the time November to December. Okay, so three times our parliament held the parliament assembled. The members were assembled and they discussed various things. Okay, so the time of when the parliament started to begin a particular day, the beginning session is called as question hour. Okay, the beginning period of when the session is start a particular day, the starting time is called as Sabha. Who is the head of the Lok Sabha means speaker. Okay. In Rajya Sabha, who is this head of Rajya Sabha means vice president. India's vice president only the head of Rajya Sabha. So in Lok Sabha, who was the head means the speaker. Okay. So to whom? Suppose in Rajya Sabha means they need to ask question. Rajya Sabha MPs want to ask question. The concerned minister means they have to write a question. What do they want to get? And they have to give to the vice president. And here the Lok Sabha they have to their question will give to a speaker. Okay. So that particular concerned MP or concerned minister they have to duty about what question they ask. They have duty to answer that particular question. Okay. So often you can see in new TVs and newspaper also the time of parliament session, harsh discussion going on. The opposition party asking many questions. Ruling party also said the reasons like that. We are often we see. Okay, you know very well, right? So by asking question, the government is answer to its shortcoming. Okay, so through the question, whenever the ruling party doing the work, the opposition party or representative, whenever they ask question to government, that only they comes to know what mistake they did or what even they have to rectify the tender. And then with the help of that question only, the government comes to know real problem of people. Okay, suppose the hike of petrol diesel means the other normal MPs, sorry, opposite party MPs, suppose they ask question why you often raising the petrol diesel or domestic cylinder rate means the government should respond to answer. Why? Because these are all essential things which normal people wants use daily day-to-day life. Okay, so through the question hour only, even the government also comes to know the opinion of the people. So question hour is very very important. So what is question hour means? The beginning when the particular day starts in parliament, the beginning period is called as question hour, right? So the opposition party will criticize. Often the opposition party will criticize the government government policies or government. Suppose it's introduce any bills, it is criticized. Through the criticize only, the government going to be rectify its mistake. It's going to, with the help of this criticism only, it's going to be take a very good decision for the people. So this function is one of the important function to control. So who control the government means particularly opposition party they control. Suppose whenever they are taking some wrong decision means they are controlling through the question hour. Okay, and same like the opposition party when it guide the government. Okay, suppose they are going to wrong way means it's guided and inform the government this is the problem faced by people. So these and all when they comes to know means through the discussion. Nowadays often whenever going seek the job means they are conducting a group discussion. So like group discussion only the parliament session. So everybody they are saying various reasons or various ideas for a particular issue. Okay, so through this guidelines, through this what is that reasons, the government will do its best. So already we discussed. We know very well India is a democracy country, right? But whether we treat all the people are equal, just you ask the question from your heart. Yes, definitely. Still, we are seeing some discrimination. Still, in some places, the people they were not treated equal. Okay. So, for rectifying that errors, that mistakes, even the parliament, even the legislature, the government, the constitution makes some reservations. Okay. So, before we are moving to that, every 5 years when we conduct election, that we discuss whether in the time of election who are qualified to vote people whether all the adults are going to poll vote? Definitely no. Suppose you just change the survey up to now, up to last election, how many percentage of poll, how many percentage of vote are polling? That means definitely it's not more than 80 percentage. So maximum 68 to 70 percentage only polling will turn. Why? Because nowadays many people, whether they were educated or not, many people they are not interested in going to poll vote. Okay, but that is our duty for polling vote the time of election. Okay, that time only we can get a good government. Okay, so yeah, let's come to the point. So in Parliament nowadays after reservation we have many people those are belongs to very backward community. Okay, backward or developed area people, they are become the member of Parliament, particularly northeast states, the Jharkhand and Bihar. These area and are whose domination is more means that large landowners, that like zamindars like that people only dominate more, and then they are treated that lower class people as very bad manners. Okay, so after becoming the reservation implement for both the working sector, for government job or the seat MP MLA seat for legislative seat, when the reservation implemented, the people going to improve the life of people like backward people's life going to be improved. Okay, so particularly some seats are reserved for SCs, scheduled caste people alone called as SC, and ST, scheduled tribes. Okay, that to be discussed last class itself, and women. Okay, so the seat MP or MLA seat will not reserved only for SC, ST and women also. Okay, why? Because many years the women's so we discussed 545 seats. We have in Lok Sabha 245 seats in Rajya Sabha. So all together, suppose we compare means the participation of ladies, women is very less. Okay, so to avoid, why? Because the population, gents and ladies both are equal. Okay, so almost equal. So that time we have to give important even women also for participating. Okay, so some seats were reserved. So some constituency only allotted for SC candidate or ST candidate or women candidate. So in that constituency, only that particular caste or particular gender only can stand in election. So that alone called as reserved constituency. Okay, so nearby we just find out in Tamil Nadu which are the constituency, MP constituency were reserved for under this category. Okay, under women, under SC, under ST. Okay, so that time it comes to know why that area was allotted or arranged for like that. Means in that area maybe women or SC or ST people will not treat equally. Okay, so that particular society people wants to develop, so they need a particular representative in that area. So that only the government announced that constituency is a reserved constituency. So we just come to the end of the lesson. So whenever democracy wants to win, wants to success, in that place the democracy needs a huge support of people. Okay, without support of people, the democracy will not work out. So you just keep in your mind, you are the future generation. You should keep in your mind whenever the time of election, whenever you are going to start poll vote, you have to go to the polling station. Sorry, the voting area. You have to poll your vote. That time only the democracy will success. The people will live in peaceful manner. So we are going to be end the lesson. So before we are going to conclude the lesson, what are the because they face lot of problem during time of British rule, that too we discussed. Okay, and then role of parliament, we discuss about role of parliament. In that we discuss about functions of parliament. Okay, so three functions we discussed. See, among these three, two only I explained. Third function for you next lesson. Okay, so selection of government. The first function is selection of government. How the government will form after completing election, whether that is coalition government or single party government. What is the role of opposition party? That too we discuss, right? So the time of question hour. What is question hour? And how the opposition party will criticize the government, that we discuss in the second topic. Control gauge, inform the government, right? Okay, third function is law making. That is the next lesson for you, understanding law. In that we will discuss, that's why I am not explain now, right? So last topic we discuss about who are the people in parliament. Okay, a variety of people. You know very well, India is a very vast country, very big country, so very many kind of people were live. So in that, who are become the people of parliament, that we discuss about reservation for SC, ST and women categories, right? So already I said, the democracy country, the role of people is very, very important. Okay. So what type of worksheet you have? This lesson means you have three Roman. One is multiple choice questions, and another second Roman is answering short. Third Roman is detailed question. See this lesson. Why do we need a parliament? It's very, very important question. You can expect lot of questions from this lesson. Maybe either 1 mark or 2 mark or 5 mark question. Why? Because it is a very important lesson for your future. Maybe you are going to 9th or 10th. Next year, this is the base. Okay, so you have to read the entire lesson clearly. You should not omit any point from this lesson. Even some pictures they gave in this lesson, you have to observe the picture. Below the picture, they give some information like EVM machine. Okay, EVM machine means electronic voting machine, and then about parliament, Venkata building, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha building, and structure like that. Many information they give here. So you should not omit anything. That time only you can able to answer for these questions. Okay, I hope you will read the lesson thoroughly, then you will write answer. Right? Thank you. Have a nice day.